We have tried to explain who the woman in the red dress is, or why the red pills wear glasses, but with each answered question, two new ones pop up. Can the architects see into the future? Why is the word city referred to so many times in the Matrix trilogy? What does Neo's bleeding symbolize? Are you curious to know the answers? Then welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Today's first question comes from Super Cal. Something that I never quite understood in Matrix Reloaded is when Neo fought the exiled programs in the hall and one of them hit his hand with a sword and he started to bleed. The Merovingian said, "See, he is only just a man." In my opinion, this shows Neo's strength, but when Morpheus was fighting Agent Johnson on top of the truck, Morpheus cuts Agent Johnson's face, which made him bleed. In my opinion, this showed a weakness, but obviously, in the rules of the Matrix, everything has to look the part. Why did they show Agent Johnson bleeding? Is there some correlation between Neo's injury and Agent Johnson's? Could this be proof that Neo is just another program like the agents of the system? At first, you would think that this is a plot hole, because if Neo bleeds, it means that he is human. But then what about the agent? Why does he bleed if he is not human? Understand that Neo and the agents use human shells. This means that both will bleed because their bodies were designed to emulate an organic response to physical damage, or bleed. Their shells are not organic. They are codes joined together to look like people. When Neo and Agent Johnson bleed, we are not seeing real blood. We are seeing a program emulation. So when the Merovingian said that Neo is just a man, it's not because he bled, but it's because he simply got hit. Remember that a few moments prior, Neo stopped a barrage of machine gun fire. Neo was an unknown to the exiles. He even surprised the Merovingian, yet the fact that one of them managed to hit him with the sword means that Neo is not indestructible. So Neo is human, right? Yes and no. Biologically speaking, Neo is human. He exists in the real world. He eats, sleeps, and breathes. However, Neo is a human-machine hybrid. Like all other red pills born from the Matrix, he has mechanical parts in his body. And he is also the integral anomaly, a result of an imbalanced equation. The duality of being human and machine is part of who Neo is. Lucas Rashinsky asks, "Okay, hope you read this one and try to answer it. Throughout the whole movie, you can see the word city in so many scenes. Here are some examples. When police kick in the door to capture Trinity, there's big stamp-like graffiti on the wall saying city hoarding. The abandoned hotel Trinity is in is called Heart of the City. The phone booth that Trinity uses to escape has city on green background written on top of it. The truck that crashes into it has city waste written on it. When you see the window washers, there's a book titled City, again on green background on the windowsill. Next scene with Neo at his desk, there's again two books titled City Phone on the drawers. When Neo is on the ledge trying to get to the scaffolding, you can see a building called City Bank. Much later on, when Neo is speaking with the Oracle, those same two city books are on the Oracle's fridge. Then later on, when Neo is asked by the security guard to remove any metallic objects, the guards have a badge on their shoulders saying City in white, and barely visible security underneath on green background. Also, the one guard is reading the newspaper called The City Defender. Then when they are escaping with Morpheus, they use the phone booth, again with City written on it. The subway Smith comes out from is called City Rail. Lastly, Neo's escape phone in the Heart of the City Hotel, and again, at the end Neo is using a city phone booth. So why are there so many city references? Is there a hidden meaning behind this? There are two ways to explain the frequent use of the word city. Mega City is the name of the city where the Matrix simulation takes place. It is the home of Neo, the Merovingian, the Oracle, etc. But the term Mega City predates the Matrix. The term megacity refers to metropolitan areas with a total population of more than 10 million people. The definition of what constitutes a megacity generally refers to the population of an urban agglomeration. Previously on this channel, we talked about a theory that the entire Matrix could be one city. This would explain the constant references to the word city because it is the only city. This could work if the humans are divided into different servers of the same city. The idea of multiple servers originated from the backdoor hallway. These doors lead to different locations around the Matrix, but the one door that the Keymaker opens before he dies leads to another area of doors. These roomless doors standing on metal frames are believed to be other megacities, as in the other Matrix servers, other versions of the same city. Yet there is a moment that disproves this theory. At the beginning of the Matrix, on Neo's computer monitor, there's a news article saying that Morpheus had eluded the police at Heathrow Airport. This is a real airport located in London, England, so there is a world outside Mega City. Although there is the possibility that this news article was fake to demonize Morpheus to the people of Mega City. And our last question of the day comes from Jason. Do you think that the architect knows the future and all choices people make? No. To elaborate on that answer, the architect does not know everything, which is why the Matrix betas, Paradise and Nightmare, failed. The Oracle explains why.
Please. You and I may not be able to see beyond our own choices, but that man can't see past any choice.
Why not?
He doesn't understand them. He can't. To him, they are variables in an equation. One at a time, each variable must be solved and counted. That's his purpose, to balance the equation.
The architect is a rational being who bases his entire existence on cause and effect. He creates the simulation and controls all the variables. But human emotions like love are factors that cannot be quantified, and so the Oracle uses human emotions to unbalance the Matrix. The architect can predict 99% of all possible future outcomes, but irrationality is unpredictable. It's beyond his understanding. It's the architect's biggest weakness and the Oracle's greatest weapon. Her being an intuitive program allows her to see actions beyond cause and effect. The Oracle can see farther than the creator of the simulation. But do you agree? Can the architect predict everything? Are there multiple megacities? How can Matrix programs bleed? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.